Hey, and welcome back to another great episode of Predictable Income System for Online Coaches and Healers. And oh my God, there is an echo. I don't know where. Can you hear me? Okay, one second. Let me see what's going on with me. All right. Can you hear me? Okay, one second. Let me see what's going on. All right. All right, let me try to talk. This is what happens when we are going live. So I'm just gonna say something, and then I'll go through each one speaker, and I'm going to get out and come back. So I just wanted to say that we are in a day 3 of our event, and I'm super grateful for each one of you who joined me as experts, and for everybody who is going to be watching us. All right, so I'm just gonna go through introduction, and I'll try to fix my voice. All right, Jennifer, we'll start from you. Just tell what you are doing, who you are helping, and everybody is going to do the same thing. I'll be right back.
That's all good. We can take over for you for a minute. I am Jennifer Sifert, and I'm a financial leadership guide. And I am helping entrepreneurs, business owners really get current with their numbers and facing their numbers instead of avoiding their numbers. I know Jill is on the same track as well. Like when you know your numbers, when you're not avoiding your numbers, you have your power. But when you are afraid to look at your bank account, are not paying yourself and paying everybody first, and having worry, anxiety, and fear come up around, am I going to make it? Is this going to make it? You have energy leaks. You have energy leaks. And what can stop those energy leaks the quickest is deciding to look. And if you have trouble doing that, getting somebody like myself or Jill to help you really pay attention and get to know your numbers in an intimate relationship type of way, because it is so powerful when you become the business owner who knows every arm and leg of your business, and you can delegate. Then you can train your teams to provide the information that serves you, because when you know your numbers, you can make decisions from clarity. And when you make decisions from clarity, you are powerful. You're aligned with your business.
I love that. Thank you so much, Jennifer. All right, we are moving to Donna. Donna, how about you?
Great. Well, it's great to be here again. A little echo there, sorry. I talk about numbers also, and I agree with Jennifer totally. Knowing your numbers is important. And we look at maybe some different numbers as far as the marketing and the important numbers for growing your business and growing your profits. And those become the guide, again, in making those decisions for your business. But also we look at decisions through a filter of what's in alignment with your values and vision, so that the choices that you're making for your business feel good and feel like you and not like someone else's solution for your business. So totally agree. Knowing your numbers, knowing all the numbers in your business is critical to make good decisions.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Jillian, tell a little bit about yourself and who you are serving.
Yes, ma'am. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. My lighting is not good today, but that's okay. My name is Jillian Verdun, and yes, I'm going to basically piggyback off of what Jennifer said and Donna said. I am a profit strategist, accountant by trade, that does a lot of helping women entrepreneurs to create profitable businesses that sustain their lives, which also has to do with their numbers and paying attention to those types of things, because I feel that it's not just systems, processes, and procedures that make you a successful business owner. It's actually clarity, confidence, and alignment.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Summer, you're up.
I am Diya Selva, business strategist. I am a curator of a beautiful community of solopreneurs. It's called Connections and Fab Collabs. Also, just recently authored a book. It's called Stop Mind the Gap. Stop Mind the Gap. Um, because I teach people about the invisible gaps that keep smart, talented solopreneurs stuck, like stuck between idea and execution, stuck between planning and action, visibility and authority, who are doing all the right things but not moving forward. So I teach people mindset reframe and productivity systems, marketing clarity, all those things.
I love that. Thank you so much. And today we have the powerful topic about that predictable income actually depends on the decisions that we are making. And I just wanted to ask everyone, and we are going to go in, everybody's going to say something on that topic. But I just wanted to point this question for everyone to ponder, for anybody who's tuning in to listen. Because what if your predictable income isn't built by one big breakthrough, but rather by the decisions you make every single day? Because a lot of times the business owners think about the income that it might come from luck or timing or the right strategy or the perfect offer. But when we start looking closely, predictable income is often built of the hundreds of decisions that we are making. And these decisions are about showing up, the decisions to follow up, the decision to stay visible, the decision to keep going even when results aren't immediate. So today exactly we want to dive into that every decision that we are making is going to propel us on that pathway that we want. So if we want to connect more with the predictable income, I believe the first decision is to just join this beautiful summit, because you are going to learn and you are going to explore and you are going to hear from these powerful voices and you're going to have the gifts, right? So give yourself the gifts, give yourself permission to be part of it. And another decision is understanding that just stay open and see whatever lands for you. All right, so let's just go around and talk on that topic. Jennifer, what would you like to say regarding making the decision for our predictable income?
Well, you have to decide that you want to make a predictable income. Like
Totally.
we decisions are almost we don't even realize how many decisions we're making in a day, I think. Like you're deciding to have your breakfast, you're deciding to do these things. And so when you create a business, why did you create, like, why did you decide to create a business? Maybe think about that. What was the ultimate reason that you wanted to go into business? For lots of entrepreneurs, one of my decisions to be an entrepreneur is I like freedom and I want to be the boss. So like I decided to start a business because I like freedom and I want to be the boss. And I want to decide how much money I'm going to make every year, not my employer. And so you can start by deciding that I want to make this much money this year. But that decision is going to lead you to actions that you need to take to get there. And you have to know what you're already making. Like you have to face the reality of what is happening in the present in your business, what is going on in your life, what is going on in your relationship. Because when you're an entrepreneur, your life, your relationships, your behaviors, your habits, your addictions, they all influence the results of your business. It's not like a separate thing. Like you are your business, you're a personal brand, and especially if you're a coach or a healer, it's you are the business. So how you show up in your daily life is a major decision that you need to put as the top of the list. Is like how I'm going to show up in all of these ways is part of your decision to be that business owner. And so if you're deciding I want to make $150,000 this year or 250 or 1 million, great, decide it, but then take those step-by-step little decisions that lead to the actions that move you to that goal. And that happens in every day, not in the past, not in the future, but it happens in the everyday, moment by moment that you're moving through your day.
Beautiful. Beautifully said. Thank you so much, Donna.
Great, thank you. So I think one of the things that happens for business owners is that we have to create our own structure and our own systems. Where when you're in a job, that structure, that daily structure is there for you. So I think one of the important pieces of business growth is creating that structure for yourself. Yes, we want the flexibility, and I mean, that's part of why I'm in business. I want control over my time, and I want to be able to choose. Like this morning, we went for a bike ride until 10, and we could make that choice and to do that. So I think, but having a structure of what the daily practice is, what are the things that need to get done to grow the business that are based on that strategic plan and where you're taking the business. Like was said before, like those little steps that you need to get to that big vision are important, and establishing some systems and structure to help you get there is critical.
So true. Yes. So, and like we were saying, we constantly making the decisions, right? And every decision we are making makes sense the more we are paying attention to that. And I just wanted to add before we go to Jillian that we even made the decision to show up today, right? And again, like we were talking about Summit. Summit is a huge thing. And again, we are all here to collaborate and do something together. And I just presented that opportunity to each speaker, and whoever decides that they want to be part of it, they want to contribute more, to show up, to give the value, right? They show up. Not everybody was the same way. So again, everybody decides, and every decision that we are making is actually propelling us on a specific path. All right, Jillian, what would you like to contribute in terms of the decisions, how important they are, especially for the predictable income?
They're very important. And like Jennifer and Donna both said, and I agree with both of them, it's even when you don't make a decision, you're making a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And we subconsciously do things and make decisions that we probably don't pay attention to. Like you made a decision for what you're going to have for breakfast, like she said. But when it comes to business, there's a lot of things that we say we want or would like to have in our business or do in our business, but then we don't make the decision to actually execute or move forward with it. And so then it's like, oh, it sounds good. Yes, I'm going to do, Facebook Live every week. And then for some reason, we come up with a reason to not do it. You may not necessarily feel confident in the sense that, hey, I'm going to make this offer. And then you have self-doubt. That's a decision. You chose you spent all of this time working on it, but you decided not to make the offer. Well, why not? And so there's so many decisions and things that we make that we have to sit back and figure out, why did we make that decision? Why did we choose A versus B? Because sometimes it becomes a pattern. And I made a decision today. I had a reschedule, so I showed up today. It was like, oh, well, I could have easily said, nope, not doing it, and done something else. But I made the decision to be here. And I'm always happy to see y'all faces, of course. So that's a plus. Yes.
And we always happy to have you with us. Beautiful. Love that. Thank you so much, Jillian. Summer, how about you?
Well, since the beginning of this live episode, we have been telling people sign up to this wonderful summit. So many speakers you can connect with, so much you can learn from. Predictable income is not built on, I'll think about it. Predictable income is not built on, I wish I could do this. I think it's built on decisions, and decision making is pretty much action oriented. And since I teach action, action precedes everything for me. Every single day, you make choices that are either moving your business forward or you're not taking choices, which keeps your business stuck. You you stay parked wherever you are. So decisions, little decisions, it doesn't have to be a huge decision where, I'm going to spend $1 million on this. No, but you decide whether to show up. I decided to show up live here today. Decide to be visible and decide to follow up with people that you said you're going to follow up on. Those little actions. Also deciding to start a conversation with somebody that you don't know. You never know what's going to lead to where. And deciding to invest in your own growth, whether it's time with people or money, whatever investment looks like for you. And also decision to stay committed to whatever you said yes to get those results. Building momentum doesn't come from making wishes. Predictable income is definitely built on actions. So a lot of people I see, they're still waiting. Let me wait for the perfect time to make this decision. And time passes, and before you know it, it's a week, it's a month, it's a year, and then there you are lying on a bed, given 2 weeks to live, and then you still are cringing because you haven't taken that decision. You wish you had taken that decision. Don't wait for that long. I think people should take decisions when it hits them in the mind.
I love that. I love what you shared. And I just wanted to add that just think about every client that we acquire. Every client started with the decision, right? Before they became our client, there was a decision. Maybe we decided to attend a networking event or send in a message or posting the content or hosting the workshop or making the offer. Whatever it is, just realize that income doesn't appear randomly or accidentally. It usually begins with the decision that we are making. And even if we are not making these grand decisions, these small decisions start compounding. And the more we understand that, if even if I am not able to do something huge today, but if I send a message, if I'm going to reach out to somebody, if I'm going to make a post, right? One action, it might seem small, but when we repeat that action over time, that's exactly when we see the change. And like Jillian mentioned, indecision is also a decision, and it costs us more, right? So that's exactly what a beautiful part of this conversation. And we would love to hear from each one of you. What is the great decision that you made lately in order to move your business forward? And I just want to talk a little bit about each of the presenters, their talk and the free gift that they are sharing with the audience, because there is so much wisdom. And like I said, all you have to do is to decide to register for it. Okay, Jennifer, I'll start from you.
I just wanted to also add, like, I say yes a lot before I even know how I'm going to do it. Okay.
Mhm.
So I have lots of times, and I know, speaking to the healers and the coaches in this audience, your intuition, like, you're tapped into your intuition more than other people probably. But how many intuitive hits a day are you getting that you're taking action on, that you decide, yes, I'm going to move on that? And just yesterday, I hosted a room for a smaller group that bought a digital course. And I just decided I'm going to offer them an opportunity to come in live and practice one of the things that was in the course. That was the only reason, just to bring them together. And before that event yesterday, I was, doing a little presence practice to set myself up for success while I was in the event, to be in my embodiment presence. I received another intuitive hit that came through that will guide me to creating some other type of an event like that is, leading to income. It would be a revenue generating step. So during the whole thing that I did yesterday, while I was leading it, I was getting hits on steps that I could be making. And when you get those hits, you actually have to write them down. You have to decide to write them down, and you have to decide to follow through on it, because when you're really intuitive, you're picking up a lot of information because that's how you like to be guided. And so, like Donna said, is like, what structure is going to work for you? And I think when we're talking to coaches and healers, we need to do what works for us, but we have to decide to follow through on our intuition. We have to decide to follow through on our intuition because it is guiding you. It is guiding you. So I'm speaking about hidden financial pressure. So if our intuition is also talking to us around our finances, and worry and anxiety is your body's response for you to pay attention to something that you might be ignoring. And so that's why we get stuck. That's why we get stuck around our numbers, is because it's scary. It is scary because we've never been taught as a society how to manage our money properly. It is something that you have to decide to learn on your own. And I have created this Get Current assessment. It's a 1-minute quiz that you can really, asking you questions to find out where you are on the pressure that your money brings you. Is it mild? Is it building? Is it high? Or is it survival mode? So that you can, taking the quiz is going to give you a step. You decide to take it, you're taking a step, but then it's going to give you feedback. It's going to talk to your intuitive body, and it's going to help guide you to, like, how do you want to move forward? You don't have to know all of the answers when you make one decision. You just need to make one little small decision. And usually for you, it's going to be following your intuition.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And I just wanted to add the point that you were mentioning, like, you were gathering and then you started to receive the ideas, because a lot of times we might stumble because we are saying, okay, I do not know the entire path, but the clarity comes through action. When we take one action step, something else is going to reveal. So the point is, take the steps even when we are afraid, or even if we do not know the outcome, because something is going to reveal for ourselves. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Donna. How about you? What's the title of your talk and what is your great gift?
Yeah, the title of my talk is Your Way and Creating Your Predictable Income System. And the gift is the Business Growth and Profits Field Guide. And it lays out the framework for creating that path for yourself and the pieces that you need to have in place, the numbers you need to know and track.
Mm-hmm. And I love when in our conversation you were talking, and this is so important to bring up, like you said, that even though we are consuming so much information, but it's so important for us to know what is our way, right? So
Yes.
again, because a lot of times we are like, going after these shining objects and thinking, okay, this course is going to be the answer, or this training is going to be the answer. But ultimately, at the end, we come to the conclusion that we might be given the strategy, but it's all about connecting to our energy and see what exactly is working for us.
Exactly, because I think we've all bought those systems where then when we're trying to implement it, we can feel in our body that it's not right for us. Like it just feels uncomfortable. I mean, I can feel it right now just talking about it. It goes right up my spine, like, this isn't right. And it's so important that we listen to that. Like that's part of what Jennifer was talking about. Like that's that intuition telling you you're going down the wrong path right now. So we just have to take the pieces that are valuable and create the system for ourselves.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Jillian, what is your title of the talk and what is your free gift?
My title is Predictable Income Begins with Your Money Personality. And my free gift, because you may say, well, what is my money personality? Is a money personality assessment that does give you your top 3 money personalities that help you to look at your natural habits and why you make the decisions you make.
I love that. That's so beautiful. Yep. So I always say I love to take these kind of assessments or quizzes. It's always like another way to learn about ourselves. Yeah. So if you want to discover your money personality, you gotta be joining the summit. Thank you so much. And Summer, how about yourself? Oh, you're on mute. Okay. Can you unmute yourself?
Oh, I did,
Yep.
and it muted me,
Mm-hmm.
but back again. Well, my topic is creating predictable income from the book you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
People make a lot of mistakes when they write their first book, and most of what we talked about in our interview talks about the biggest mistakes that first time authors make while trying to market their book. You know how everybody wants to write a book and they write a book and they think writing is the big thing. But book marketing is, especially when it's nonfiction, is a Herculean task. So, as a newly certified book marketing coach, I am talking about using that book to market yourself and to become a gazillionaire, whatever it is, whatever it looks like to you, build predictable income in various other ways than just selling that book. And the very first book I wrote is called Stop, Mind the Gap. So my gift to your audience is the audio version of it. It took me a long
Mm-hmm.
time to write it. It's the coaching stories of my clients and my clients that found themselves in various gaps. So it's 6.5 hours of listening time. And every single person that I've met who read the book that told me there's something in it for everybody. So take
I
that
love
time, make that decision, because today we are talking about decision making. Make that decision to download that book and listen. It's free. It was on Amazon for $18, but I took it down so that your audience can have it for free.
Oh my God, such a beautiful and generous gift. Look at everyone. Everybody has such a beautiful information to share, the tips, the tools, and also the great contribution of the gifts. And all you have to do is to make a decision to register. So let's just wrap it up by saying why this summit is important for people to join. Why this place? Jennifer, I'll start from you.
If you've been sitting in, I don't know, like you have you have a problem and you want a solution for it, you want the answer, but maybe you've been in the I don't know how to solve it type of energy, which is a perfectly very good place to be. Take this as a sign or an opportunity that the solution is somewhere in this summit. It's within these 27 speakers. It is there for you to hear, to listen to experience, because there's lots of experiences that are coming from the speakers. We're all giving you a gift that is an experience that will help you to become more self-aware to what you want, so you can decide, because first you have to know what you want.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Donna, why do you think people want to sign up for this summit?
Well, there's incredible value in all of the gifts that people are giving and the interviews that you've done. But what I love is that they're accessible. They're not like terribly long, so they're doable in that way. You're receiving 2 a day, which is not overwhelm. It's, again, doable. And there's other events that you can join where you can get to know people in a different way, like in a more personal way. And I think that's powerful. So these lives each day that you're doing and all the resource that you're offering to people just makes it a rich experience that we're all doing virtually, which is really cool. You're able to meet incredible people from around the world.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And again, I encourage every person that registered to show up on live, even though you're watching the interviews at your convenience at home. And that's another great thing about the summit. You do not have to be somewhere in a particular place in a particular time. It just gets delivered comfortably into your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time. And you have 24 hours to watch it before it replaces with another day interviews, unless you want to keep them, so you can invest into the VIP pass, which also gives other extra perks. But the point is that if you even tune in and come with us, join us live, and even ask the questions, interact, because again, information doesn't equal transformation. When we just collect information, but we are not fully participating, it's the same thing as I'm just opening the cookbook and I'm just looking through the recipes. That looks delicious. That looks delicious. By the end, I finished the book. I've seen it all: the desserts, the salads, like the great meat dishes. But am I still hungry? So
Yes.
it's the same thing, right? So if we are just looking through the information, but we are wondering how come I still did not create what I want, that's why we are inviting you for these lives, because participation, when you are just typing something in the chat, join the Facebook group, just be a part of it, because the more we are doing something, the more movement showing up, the more we are actually implementing what we are learning. And that's exactly what's the beauty of it. So we are here every day for you besides the interviews, and we are accessible. So reach out. You have also the information for each speaker who comes live. If you like somebody, if you resonate with somebody, just connect, ask questions. And again, if we are sitting not doing anything, we are going to be hungry. Okay. All right, Jillian, how about you? Why people want to join?
I think for me, and I like this particular summit because of the diversity that comes with it. Everybody is pretty much putting their spin on something, and you will find somebody that you use my word resonates with more so you never know who you may come across, or
Mhm.
what lands for you once you actually listen and go through and read and download the gifts. So I like the diversity.
Mhm. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And Summer, why do you think people want to join?
No brainer. We are coaches and healers, and coaches and healers see two things: floods or famine. There's plenty of money, or there's no
Mhm.
money coming in for months. The very title of this summit, Predictable Income System. If so many people, if so many speakers are bringing in so many perspectives, something will work for you. You want predictable income. Join.
Oh my God, so beautiful. Such a beautiful, bow on the present. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for anybody who is tuning in, because that means that this is important. Something is landing. But like we are saying, just do something about it. If you haven't registered, register. If you already consuming the interviews, don't just consume. Write something down, figure out what are your action steps, connect with us. And of course, I'm super grateful for each one of you on the platform, because without you, I wouldn't be able to have this amazing event, because we are all in this together. And it's beautiful when the vision comes together with what exactly did I want to create with this event. Because again, we are all also coaches and healers, and we are inviting more of the same community, because we were not meant to do this work alone. And when we come together, that's when the miracles happen. That's when we can manifest something much faster, and we can connect to that predictable income system, and just actually enjoy the time and money freedom that we are all here for. Well, thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Don't miss it. If you want to know the schedule, just join the Facebook group Attraction Room, and you'll have the exact time when we are showing up every day, or you can just send us the DM. All right. All the best. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.